Guys, welcome to Shay Speaks Sunday. I'm your girl, Shay Speaks Life. Go ahead and make sure you follow me on all platforms at Shay Speaks Life. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. This week's message, guys. Look, this is your time, guys. This is your time to shine here, okay? Shine bright like a diamond, okay? This is your time here. And as you are shining, guys, your light here will irritate someone's demons here. And that's what we're going to talk about this week for Shay Speak Sunday here, coming into this week. You know, for some of you guys that got to get back out into the work field, got to go back to work and deal with the job, you know what I mean? And so, as you move forward, I feel like for a group of you here, you sit down, you come in and do your work, you do your job, and people still hate on you. People still, you outshine them, right? And it's not that you're even in competition with anyone. You just come in and do your work, right? And it's the light on you, though, collective. Yes. It's the light on you, the light that irritates those who live with demons in darkness here. And you like, I'm just being me. Why do you not like me? Okay, some of you guys have, people who are jealous and envious you in the workplace here for no reason here. They talk about you, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like they try to make you feel outcasted here, and you don't mind because you like being alone here, collective. I feel like for a group of you here, I have processing and reflection this week. So as you continue to shine, you don't dim your light for no one. That's what I had to learn here, collective. I had to learn not to dim my light to make someone else feel comfortable. Oh, clock that T, baby. Yeah, I'm no longer in that because, once you come to a place of self reflection here, okay, you learn your self value, you learn your worth here, okay? And so we're going to get into the process here. Spirit wants you to be able to process this week here coming up a state of process and self reflection on the choices and the decisions that you have made. What have you learned, right? What have you learned from those choices that you have made here? Okay. Reflection is a mirror of your soul's growth here. You need to use it to tap into your intuition here. You need to be in a state of reflection here as you process. Like as you're going through the process here, this is the time we are in Aries season. And so as you are shining brightly because you are actually being action oriented here. Guys, because we are in the spring season, what do they say? We spring forward here, right? So it's time to put those long cherished ideas into action. You will soon come in contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. And eventually, guys, you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. You need to trust the process here. Okay? Trusting the process, collective. You've had to learn how to trust the process. You've had to learn how to, know when to hold them and know when to fold them, right? Reflecting here on where you lacked patience. And in the past, I have, with patience and acknowledgement here in reverse, I really feel like for a group of you here, this is where you need to acknowledge that you don't have all that great of a patience that you thought you did. Okay. You got to be real with yourself here, collective, so you can continue to shine, right, as bright as you do by holding yourself accountable here. And how you hold yourself accountable is acknowledgement here, right? Learn to bless others and recognize your own efforts and accomplishments as well. This will give you a positive mindset here. I felt like you be shining and you don't know it. Like you haven't even acknowledged the greatness within you. Yeah. That's what you need to realize. You need to shine bright this week, guys, okay? Because you need to acknowledge the greatness within you. Yeah, you're being asked to reflect on those choices that you've made and the lack of patience of understanding or understanding who you are and the power that you have within you and the greatness that you have within you, collective. You're shining right now. You don't even understand what the heck is going on, right? And you've had to learn now, and you need to acknowledge, the work that you've put in here. You need to acknowledge the small accomplishments as well as the large, right? A lot of times, guys, we be too hard on ourselves, and this is what stunts our growth and stunts us to begin here. We have to learn how to begin. We have a lot of, you know, ideas, and you know what I'm saying, right here with the process. We got a lot of ideas, but this is the time to put it in action here, collective. Yeah. You're being asked to practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you're strong. So this came in reverse. So you haven't, some of you guys have been battling with practicing patience here and acknowledging where you need to, extend a little bit more patience here to yourself, right? To allow yourself to work through life here and your decision making with self reflection here. I got beginning and sharing with others and opportunity. Yeah, you're going to be attracting in, all the pieces that you have been missing to help you to, continue on your journey here for you to, to be able to continue to shine here. I feel like you're mastering patience here because now you're in the state of acknowledging, right? Acknowledging those opportunities where you can tighten up here, collective. Because other than that, once you check yourself, nobody else will have room to be able to check you. You ain't gonna be able to check me on anything here because I've already checked myself. I've already done the self-reflection here. Okay. For a group of you, this is why you're shining and you feel like I ain't even did nothing. What? Everyone just flocks to you, collective. Right? This week you'll notice you'll be shining bright here, right? It's because you're doing some self-reflection. You're acknowledging some opportunities where we may procrastinate. Now it's time to put those long cherished ideas into play during Aries season. This is the time, guys, to do it here. Okay? After you've self-reflected here and understood why patience is so valuable here to you during your process, even of healing here, collective. So this is going to be important as you process here. Going into the week, guys, continue to shine bright. Never allow someone to take away and dim your light here because you have a purpose. You have purpose here and it's for you right now. You're tapping into that. You're tapping into understanding why you're here for a few of you. And some of you guys are working already into your purpose and hence why you are shining bright like a diamond here, guys. Yeah, you're shining bright here and you're irritating those who have tried to dim your light in the past. Okay. I feel like you've jumped into situations with people here with lack of patience. This is where you've had to learn, learn to use your discernment here, learn to go through the process here, right? Learn to go through the process and do some reflection here so you can make good decisions and great decisions and not to make permanent decisions on temporary circumstances. Hello, you know what I mean? A good bit of us here, yeah, we'll make, permanent, choices based off of temporary circumstances because we lack patience here. Because we didn't acknowledge where we needed to have patience and maybe a little bit more self-discipline here. This is where the reflection comes in at this week, guys. This is the process that you need to take to be on point, to be A1, to continue shining bright. Stun on them, blind them if you need to here. Okay, yeah. I feel like taking the first, what it says, take the first step and start a new journey. Don't be afraid to fail. I feel like a group of y'all don't know that you got to fail your way to success here, collective. Some of you guys have been dimming your light too long for the comfortability of others here. Okay? Spirit says, look, a new beginning awaits here. Okay? You're so afraid here of what's on the other side of the decision that you're going to make that's going to put your game into play here, collective. Ooh, yes, that's what I'm talking about. You're going to have opportunities here that are coming in for you. So be ready here because you are shining in your industry here, especially if you guys are in the limelight, social media. You're seen in the public as a public figure or an influencer here. This is going to be a great beginning. Seize the moment, be bold, start a wonderful life for yourself here in 2025, guys. That's going to do it for Shay Speak Sunday as you shine. You're continuing to shine here because you continue to evolve, you continue to ascend, you continue to grow. You don't stay stunted here. You're willing to take on constructive criticism for you to grow. You're willing to take on new information on here so you can adapt and grow here. And congratulations on that as you flow here. That's going to do it for the show here. Guys, make sure you follow me on all social media platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, iHeart, Apple Podcast. Guys, I am in the building here. Shay speaks life. Until then, I'll check you later. Have a great week. Peace.